Hello friends, long time no see. I feel like I post a video or two and then I disappear for who knows how long and then I come back just randomly. It's fine. Everything's fine. Or at least we're gonna pretend that it is, okay? But I think we're coming back pretty strong this time, if I do say so myself. So today's video, I'm gonna show you guys, as long as this does not fall, I'm gonna show you guys my physical hentai collection. Here we go. Okay, so after picking them up all off the floor, we're reorganized, okay? Starting off, the one that we all know that I have, Bible Black. So we got first Bible Black and then Bible Black Second Sacrament. We all know about Bible Black. And if you don't, I feel like that's what this channel's like heart and soul is based off of. But essentially this has the first 2 episodes and then this has the next 2 episodes. But to go with that, so I was like wanting to own the whole collection and it was kind of hard finding everything, at least on the cheap. You know what I mean? Like this and this, they were each $20 a piece. Well, I found this on eBay and it definitely, like, you can tell, look at the quality. Well, obviously you can't tell, but it's very grainy. And I think they're like pirated discs. Can I say that on YouTube? I don't know. But essentially it's got like the entire Bible Black series. So it's got the original and then it has Origins and it has Revelations. It's got the whole shebang. And I think it was like 30-40 bucks. It's got Bible Black only as well. So each thing has like 4 DVDs. But they all look like this. So I think someone made them. But now I have all of them, just technically, I guess, not officially. So we got some doubles, but we all know what Bible Black's about. OG fest right here, okay? Next up, this was actually the first, like, hentai I had ever seen in my life, Viper GTS. So it holds a very near and dear place in my heart, okay? Essentially, it's about these sexy succubus, and they will grant a wish in exchange for your soul. Sure, you know where it goes from there. This is also a very good classic. Another 10 out of 10 would recommend, along with Bible Black. Most of the ones I have, I feel like, are old school. I don't know if they just don't make DVDs of newer ones anymore, but another quality one I would say to watch. I haven't seen it in a while, so it's definitely on my list to rewatch soon because I'm like forgetting the plot. I just remember what they look like and of course like certain scenes, but there we go. Next up, we have another very nice classic. This time we have it in Blu-ray. We have Lovely Angel Blade. Some of these I will have to be careful showing you because the fronts are a little inappropriate. She's covered though, YouTube. There's nothing showing on this one. The back of this one though always gets me, so I'll just read the back to this one. No criminal has ever withstood her incredible sexiness. But now the jiggling juggernaut of justice is targeted by a twisted criminal who wants her ultimate domination. Only one thing is certain. Our topless heroine will need all her cunning and physical prowess to bring her enemies to heel. This also comes with like storyboard and sketches, so I thought that was kind of cool. But we have another classic, Miss Angel Blade. So this one I actually just recently got, so I have not watched it yet, but it is from the same people who made Bible Black, and it definitely gives off like the same Bible Black vibes. It's called Sexcraft, and based on the description and just the whole ambiance of it, it really makes me think of like Bible Black's cousin. So I don't know a whole lot about this one, but this is another one we have in our collection. Like I said, got this one recently. So this next one, I don't like it. It's called Gotta F Them All. I'm gonna censor that word out there. But fun fact about this one, I actually own 3 copies of it. When I went to Dragon Con one year, I saw this and thought it would be interesting, so I purchased it. And then they also sold hentai grab bags with like random DVDs in it. And this was in 2 of them, in the 2 that I bought. So goes to show you how good it is. But essentially what this is, this does not have a storyline. What they did is they took a couple other hentais and took some of the sexy scenes from it and just threw it onto a film and made it like an hour long. So there's no plot or anything. They just stole scenes from other hentais, and I don't remember what they were. I looked them up forever ago when I first initially watched this, but I can't remember the name of it. But they were older ones, but I was like, what the hell? And that's actually what these two are. So this one, I gotta cover. I own 2 copies of this one. So this one is still sealed because same thing, this was in both of the grab bags that I got, but it's called Grab Them by the Make Hentai Great Again. Same thing, they just threw in some scenes from other hentais and threw them in there. And then this one does the same thing, but in a worse way. It's called Night of the Tentacles. So they took essentially like monster scenes and stuff and threw it all together from other hentais. However, the audio in this one is so atrocious. It sounds like they tried to kind of dub it almost by themselves. So there's no like background noise. You just hear people like moaning and groaning, and it's very unsettling. But 1 hour of non-stop tentacle fun. So there's those 3 for you guys. Just wanted to share those ones. Okay, so this next one is called Cosplay Cafe. This is, I don't know if there's more than 2 episodes because they leave it off on a cliffhanger, but I could not find if there were any after the 2 that I've watched, like for the life of me. So I don't know if there are and they're just hard to find, or if it was just, it did so bad they didn't make more. This one honestly cracks me up. It is all over the place. Essentially, this girl like lost her husband, and I want to say it's a guy that she works with is like in love with her and like really bad wants to, you know, but the entire time they're just all over the place. There's so much going on, and then the things that they say, just, it's more comedy I would say than hentai. Like I watched this and pretty much I laughed a good majority of the time, I'm not gonna lie, but it's a fun watch. I'm not like, it's just a fun time to watch because of how atrocious it is. Also, I'm sorry if I'm like stuttering. I feel like I'm nervous. I haven't talked to you guys in forever, but here we are. Okay, so the next one we have, Elfin Laid. Wonder what that's a play on words of. Essentially, this one's about these like elven princesses that get kidnapped and they have to do you know what, essentially. I feel like it's a typical trope, always good though. And let's be honest, you can never go wrong with elf chicks. But another 10 out of 10. When I first saw this one, I just knew I had to have it just because it was Elfin Laid instead of Elfin Lead. So there's another one. We got the Goblin Man back there. So you know it's got all the goodies in it, but there we go. So this next one I didn't really care for either. I honestly, I couldn't tell you the plot. I watched this one forever ago, but it's called, I don't even have to cover anything. It's called Jabururu. I still don't know to this day if I'm pronouncing it wrong, but there's quite a few DVDs in here, so you get quite a few episodes. But I don't know, I just could not get into it. It didn't keep me entertained, you know what I mean? And I've told you guys before, like, I do genuinely watch hentai for the plot. I think the plot's either interesting or it makes me laugh. Like, there's a comedy aspect to it because it's so bad sometimes. I don't know. I just couldn't get into this one, but I still have it in my collection. So there's that. So next up we have Princess 69 Midnight Gymnastics. Now this is actually another newer one in my collection, so I have not watched this one yet. It's also not the original Princess 69. I have seen that one. I don't own the disc for it. So this is just from the same series, kind of like how there's multiples of Night Shift Nurses. This one's not that one. So this one's obviously about a gymnastics chick, but I don't, let's see. Okay, so homeboy is looking for his missing stepsister, and he talks to the evils of the school gymnastics team and what they do in the gym after school. So there we go. We gotta play on Princess 69. So another one I gotta watch, but here we go. So this one's kind of in the same boat as Princess 69. It's not the original. It's almost, I don't know if I want to say spin-off, but it's like related to it almost. But we got Night Shift Nurse Yu Yagami. So it's not the original Night Shift Nurses or anything. I don't know. I've never actually seen a DVD for Night Shift Nurses. I've watched it online, but I've never seen like a physical copy. If it's out there though, someone let me know. I'm gonna find it. This one though, I don't know. This dude like crashes or something like on his bike, and old Yu Yagami goes to take care of him, and she ends up being like psychotic, and then it like transitions. There's some like weird what seems to me like satanic ritual going on. I don't know. It kind of, again, is all over the place. And this one I just didn't care for. Night Shift Nurses alone is kind of like, what the hell is going on? This one just kind of sucked. Like, Night Shift Nurses at least kept me interested. This one I'm like, what am I watching? You know what I mean? But we got that one. So next up, we got some more classics. Not only do we have Desperate Colonel Housewives 1, we have Desperate Colonel Housewives 2. As you can tell, I cannot speak. But these are also some good old classics. Essentially, they're about these housewives who go to like a parent-teacher conference, essentially, and they end up getting punished instead of their kids, the students. So I'm sure you can imagine where it goes from there. Also good, 10 out of 10. These ones I do recommend. Like I said, they are all pretty old. Like, these came out in 2007, so nothing new. I don't really know if I have anything new, but I'm sure I can maybe figure it out. So next up, we have Paid and Laid. I don't like how young they look on the cover, because in the actual, we'll call it an anime, they don't look that young. And one of them is like a teacher, and then the other one's her sister. And essentially they go into debt to this like gangster guy, and one of her students finds out and pretty much offers to help pay their debt in exchange for some favors. So I'm sure you can know how that one goes. Also not bad. This one's okay in my opinion. Not great, not terrible, but it's not something I would be like, I'll never watch again, like Yu Yagami. Atrocious. Like, I don't know. I keep going back because I did not like that one at all. But this one's not bad. So there's another one we have in the collection. So next up, we have School of Masochists Perfect Edition. I don't know what makes this Perfect Edition, or if there's like a standard edition. I don't know. It's about this guy who goes to college, and he ends up, I don't know, he ended up going crazy and wanting to bang everybody. But I feel like that's not uncommon in hentais. So there is that. Another quality one on the list. So next up, I feel like this one's another classic. We have Immorality. So basically she's a teacher, but I don't know if you'd call her like a succubus, but essentially she does things with men, and in exchange for sexual pleasure she takes their souls. And these people are trying to like hunt her down, essentially. So this one's also a good one. Another just classic. I would say that's a good watch. It's not terrible. I feel like a lot of these though, because they're older, you almost are like, what in the heck is going on? But this one still holds up to this day in my opinion, just like Bible Black. This one's a good one. So we're down to the last two. This one is also still plastic wrap sealed. I haven't opened this one yet. I haven't watched this one yet. It just didn't seem too interesting to me. I got it not too long ago, but as we can see, it's still shiny and plastic wrap sealed. But it's called Heartwork Love Guns. I've never heard of this one before. It came in one of the mystery grab bags that I got, so I just have never opened it. After this video, I'm like, well, now I'm interested. We're gonna watch it, but there's that one. So the last one we have, it's been a while since I watched this one too, so I might get the plot slightly wrong, but it's called Blackgate. And essentially there is this, it's a gate at their school, almost like a portal, and this girl opens it and some crazy things happen. Okay, we'll leave it at that. I think you can pick up what I'm putting down, but other than that, that's all we've got. We've got some games and stuff like Brave Soul. I accidentally grabbed. This is a game. I own 2 copies of this because, again, grab bags. So this one's still plastic wrapped. And then Euphoria, but that's not the actual episodes. It's the game or the visual novel, however you would like to call it. But yeah, you guys, so that is those are all the physical copies I own. I'm determined to own more. So if any of y'all, I buy them either off Amazon or eBay, and it's like a lot easier nowadays. When I first initially bought Bible Black, those first 2, I bought it off Amazon, and that was like impossible to find on its own, and then they disappeared and I couldn't find them anymore on Amazon or anything. But in the past like year or 2, they've just been popping up like left and right. You buy them for like 15-20 bucks a pop. Crazy. But yeah, you guys, hope you like to see my collection. It's nothing crazy, not a lot, but I still think it's interesting, and hopefully I can try and post some more. We'll see. Your girl graduated college, and I am a nurse now, so I feel like that's partly to blame because I leave work crying, but we won't go into that. And other than that, I hope you all have a beautiful day or night, and if you're watching, thank you as always for supporting this atrocious channel. And yeah, Bye guys.